That is. Yesterday I had my mammogram, so that's good news. Yeah. My mams got squished. So,
Of
yeah,
course, don't you love that? So, what are they
Yes,
doing for
honey.
your kidneys? Because I know a lot of people are asking.
Okay, so yesterday I did contact my I don't know what you call her. She was my gosh, caseworker or whatever, and I told her that I've been waiting to take the colonoscopy. You have to take all of your cancer screeners. You have to take all those because you actually have to be. Now I know this is going to sound weird, but you have to be healthy. Yeah, you have to be healthy to get on the transplant list.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if I'm on it, I don't know. I mean, all of my screenings are back because you get. I have a My Chart, I have a Halo, I have a Humana. All of those charts, and because they're different doctors, that are at different hospitals, should I say? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm out here 30 seconds from North Carolina, but I have to go different places. And
Well,
yeah,
honey, because you have to see specialists.
exactly.
So what are
And
they doing about the dialysis and the infections and the different portals?
okay, so I have a fistula graft. They had to make it. So that was several surgeries. And so what they do is that fistula, it's in your left arm. And what they have to do is take your artery and attach it to a vein so it will grow bigger. Because veins are returned and they're a lot smaller. So they have to, I'm like we, okay? Yeah. That vein has to get bigger and to get bigger and bigger. And so it's pretty, let's see, engages, right? The smaller the number, the bigger. I'm on a 15, and that's a green. It's a green, so I'm on 15. And they really want it to be bigger. So it needs to be on like a 14 or a 13. So it needs, yeah. So just so it's, it can get in there. Now, like I said, I've had all of my cancer treatments, not treatments, but screenings. And I was just waiting for that one colonoscopy. Now, like I said, I got a hold of them yesterday and to let them know. And I just wait to see what else needs to be done. All I got to say is they'll put me on the list. And
but you've been on the list. What's it going to take? I mean, why do you keep getting bumped? I mean, I'll give you a kidney.
Well, I know. He's always said that. He's so sweet. If somebody wants to donate me a kidney, a live person is better than a cadaver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to say,
Exactly. I know.
dead or harvested or things of that nature. I don't like those. And they would have to get a hold of Norfolk General Hospital in Virginia. They will supposedly, this is what they have told me, they will pay for everything. They will pay for, I believe, your trip, your stay, and everything. But you would have to get in touch with them to figure out how to see if you are eligible for a transplant. I do know this. Once you put your blood in, if you're not a match, you will be a match for somebody else possibly, and you'll get, I guess, I don't know, you'll climb the ladder. So the more people I know that can get tested that want to at least give a kidney, it might end up that there's somebody, that's been waiting a really long time.
What is your blood type, honey?
My blood type is B negative.
Okay, so I'm AB.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that would be, but I'm just B negative. I don't know the ins and outs if that is compatible or not.
My husband, he's a universal blood donor. I think he's an O something. What are you, Diana?
B negative.
But we don't want to be negative, right? We want to be positive in things. So, yeah. Yeah. My husband, he's one of the rare ones. He's, I don't know, A, whatever.
Oh, that is rare. Yes.
So whatever, he was in the military. And so, yeah, he always gave blood.
They wanted blood all the time, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, he donated a lot of his blood.
I bet he does.
When he could, so. And he did that when he was in the Navy.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yep, they really was like, ooh. Yeah.
I think my daughter is, I don't want to say they dog, but they call her a lot for her.
Really?
Negative, I think, is her blood type. And they're wanting her to donate all the time.
Yeah, I think he is, I don't know if it's positive or negative, but I just know it's A.
I don't know of an A. I've never met one, Your husband would be the first.
Right.
To me, I've not heard of that, so.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's A, B, O.
Yeah.
It's and some people are just B. I don't know. I'm not that person. I can call my daughter-in-law. She's a doctor. So no one in your family has tested to be able to give you a kidney.
As of my children, I'm real funky about that. It's like I don't want them. I have a 14-year-old, and then I have 2 grown adult children, and I don't know. I'm just real funky about it. I have tons of cousins on my mom's side. I mean, there's over 300 or so.
Oh, goodness. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my mother has 10 brothers. My mother has 10 brothers.
Oh, are they willing to donate or?
I didn't grow up around them.
Well,
my mom, took off to Texas, so that's why I was born. I was born in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
And for 18 years. And so when I turned 18, by the time, I had been working because she couldn't work.
Yeah.
So at the age of 16, I was working and paying the bills. So at 18, we took a trip to Kentucky. That's where she's from. And I was 18, and for some reason, I was just like, well, I know what the reason was. I wanted to get away from her.
Yeah.
But she just did not know, really. I was the only girl, because I have 3 brothers by different dad, a different father.
Yeah.
And she had 10 brothers, so she flipped out that I was a girl.
Well, what is her blood type to get you a kidney?
I really have no idea, but she has Alzheimer's.
Oh, okay, so that's not going to work.
No. I wouldn't touch her for nothing. She's 83 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy that she's still alive.
Yeah. They probably at her age wouldn't take a kidney from her, would they?
No, because she is on so much medication anyway, just like for moods.
But what are they doing for all your infections from the ports?
Well, I don't have any infections anymore.
Okay, good.
Thank God. Yeah. And yeah. So, like I said, I had to do that colonoscopy. And
do you feel wiped out from this infection?
No, I don't.
Okay, good. That's good.
Dialysis, the day that I get it, it's on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Uh-huh.
I come home and go to sleep.
I can imagine.
Because I'm there at 5 o'clock.
But you can't do that forever, hon.
No.
I'm telling you what, no, it's monotonous.
My brother did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was rough on him.
How do I explain it? Yeah, when I go in, I have a goal weight, and I have to watch what I eat. I take these binders, and
I always remember that with him. I do.
Yeah, I get all my reports back from my blood work. They give me iron, and they give me, it's a vitamin D. It's a certain, it's not like the one that you get from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deficiency that I have, and then I don't, I have to fight that, and I have to fight my thyroid.
Do you still have the catheter, or can you go pee on your own?
I still pee. And yeah, my GFR, which is how much your kidneys are filtrating, is like, and don't freak out, it's like 8. So yeah.
What's 8? Is that a high number, low number? What does that mean?
That means it's 8%. My kidneys are only working at 8% filtration.
That's not good. No.
No. That's why I do dialysis. And and they pull when I go in, my blood pressure is fine. At the end of it, at the end of 3 hours, I'll stand up, they'll take my blood pressure, and don't freak out. It's like the worst has been like 82/23.
Oh, goodness. I need to stand up. God, I couldn't do it.
It just takes a while for my body to, it's sitting, it's fine, but standing up, my heart has it has to work harder. Let's put it that way. And because there's not enough liquid in my blood, let's put it that way.
Okay.
It just takes a while because it takes 60 seconds for one cell to do one revolution. There you go. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So it takes a minute.
Is that going through your system? Is that what they do?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the cardiovascular, it takes 1 whole minute to go through that cardiovascular system. So
I didn't know that.
yeah. So it takes like about 20 minutes for me to get out of there. Yeah, because it tanks that bad. But one time I did have a seizure, but it was only for like a few seconds because of not having enough fluid. There was too much fluid they were taking off. My system can't handle all that. But you're there with a blood pressure cuff the whole time on. But that 3 hours is monotony. I am constantly looking at that machine going, God, how much longer? How much longer? And then
you feel that when that goes on? My brother never said. He just sat there and watched it.
I don't know how somebody could sit there. That's like watching bread rise. No. No, that's crazy. It's like I have to. They have TVs for you to watch.
Yeah, he did have a television. Yeah, he did have that, but
I stay on my phone. But your arm is out straight for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because if you move it or whatever, those needles get under pressure, and then the alarm sounds off. And when the alarm sounds off, it stops pumping. So your time is stopped. Right. Yeah. And so that's why you got to weigh yourself in the beginning, and you let them know how much you weigh, and it's all by kilograms. And then they put it in the machine, and they take the allowable amount that your doctor has put your goal weight for. So this morning when I went in, my goal weight is like 75 kilograms. That's like 167 pounds.
Right.
And so I was like this morning, when I went in, I was 76.9. So it wasn't that bad. And then when it got infiltrated, I wasn't worried about it because that's only like 2.5 pounds. And I'm like, oh, that'll be fine. And then I'll go in on Friday. I had to ice it for all today. And then tomorrow I'll put heat on it every 15 minutes. So yeah, it's monotonous and it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I just started driving myself. Well, I think it was like in November. Yeah.
Well, is that a good thing?
Yeah, I haven't drove for 5 years. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it just got to where that my husband just couldn't take me all the time. And he's tired. He's exhausted.
It's hard. It's hard to be a caregiver. It really is, especially when you're working on top of it.
Yeah. And just think, and then we have all these farm animals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We got all these animals, and yeah.
Well, I have a saying, God will provide. He will take care of it. He will.
Oh,
I don't know if you're not religious or not, but
I'm very religious. God told me that He'd take care of my kids, that I didn't have to worry. He told me before I had my daughter, He's like, I will take care of your kids.
Yes, ma'am.
And they really want for nothing.
Yes. They're taken care of then.
They're, my 2 older ones, they're pretty successful. I'm pretty proud of them.
Very good. That's nice. Yes. That's like my kids. They're successful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 66. I'm not in good health right now.
Yeah.
I'm getting stronger, but I'm a bad diabetic.
Oh, wow. No.
Yeah. Last time I had to taken to the emergency room, I was at 903 sugar. Going, my kidneys were starting to shut down. They were a little worried. Well, that didn't happen, thank God.
Right.
Now I deal with my sugars going down to 40. I had to have them come back out, take me to the hospital, and went down to 40. But I've got that regulated now.
Oh, good.
So I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, that is so low. Yeah.
The sugar pies I can deal with. Oh, but when I go low, that just wipes me out. It wipes me out afterwards.
Yeah. Just like when you go to these sessions, it's like, I'm standing there and I'm standing there and I'm like, quit hitting that, that start button, just trying to get a better reading. I'm like, because you're going to end up, and I did, it's like 200 over 200 something. And I'm like, that's because it's sitting there pressing my arm and my hand's going to sleep. And I'm like, all they're doing is backing the blood up.
Is this a person that's working on you?
Yeah. These are nurse technicians for dialysis. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and I'm like, just stop. I said, let me drink a little bit of water.
Hey, sister, is there anything that you want to say to everybody, before, you said it's okay if I post this. Is there anything you want to say to everyone that's worried about you?
Yeah, that I'm okay. It's a hard road. but I'm optimistic about it, and I just have hope, and I do miss everybody. But I'm okay. I just have to adjust my lifestyle, and I don't want anybody to worry about me. But it's like I just, woke up from a nap, and that's why it took me so long to answer the phone.
Oh no,
It's
honey,
like I have to get extra sleep, and but I was so excited when you called. I was like, oh, I am taking this one, and that's why I called you back. Yeah, I'm glad that you called me. It's exciting. I love hearing everybody's voice. That's why I like general voice.
I know we did a general voice. We did a general voice today, and we were laughing and just going back and forth and just talking about funny stories and stuff like that. In the Discord. I know Susan said, I don't know what's going on with Big T, but I have a feeling that she's really sick. But she has that intuition, and I'm like, no, I just texted with her on Friday. But that's when you were in dialysis.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm lost for words right now, but yeah, I love hearing everybody's voice. I love listening to them laugh and giggle, and I just being alive and having fun. And it's like, yeah, my house has gone to poo, and everything's gone to poo. But we've had so much rain. When I get mad, I want to go outside and mow the yard. So
yeah, what is up with that? I mean, we have had so much rain, and I mean, here it is. It's June 18th, and I'm like, goodness, it's been raining since April. I mean, in Oklahoma, normally by this time we should have a drought, but there was tornadoes overnight.
Right, exactly. It has been like a sauna. And this morning when I went in, I came out at 6-something because I only got a few minutes of dialysis, and then my arm got infiltrated. And it was actually a little breezy, and I'm like, oh my goodness, finally, it's going to be a nice day. But here I am falling asleep going, I miss the sun. And it's all bright and shiny now. Yeah. I hope all this drought is over. I planted some sunflowers, and they're about as tall as my knee.
Really?
Yeah. And so.
Yeah, my sunflowers didn't work for shit because the squirrels eat them around here.
Oh, yeah. I had a peach tree when we lived in an HOA. I had a Georgia peach tree, and those little monkeys, there were so many squirrels. They were eating the green, and I'm like, no, quit. And no, I hung CDs to reflect, and yeah, pie pans to make no, they didn't care.
They don't care. No. Now, Uli sent me a rubber snake for my birthday.
Oh.
To go.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday. I did see that it was your birthday. And
don't even worry about that. Goodness.
Happy birthday.
Well,
sorry,
thank you, baby. No, thank you, baby. So I was going to put the rubber snake in the backyard, but for some reason, OJ thinks it's a real snake. And so he takes a nap, and he comes to the living room, and he fights it. And then he goes to eat, and then he fights it again, like kangaroo style. he'll get on top of it and like he uses his back legs, and then it's dead again, and he looks at me like, look, I just killed the snake again. And then
it's like, what if these things keep coming back?
I know, like he was under the dining room table. I was talking to Diana, and he was like sitting there crouched down, and he came out like little by little, and he touched the tail, and the head came up, and next thing you know, it was on like Donkey Kong, and I'm like, dummy, it's a rubber snake.
Miss Kitty, you know, me and my husband are not, you know, cat lovers, right? And so Miss Kitty came along, and she was so tiny, and she's still so tiny. She's fully grown, and she got pregnant, and she had 4 kittens, and she had put them in this house somewhere, and we can't find them. But they're alive somewhere.
Can you hear them?
I'm sorry?
Can you hear them somewhere?
No. She moves them. I don't know. See, she was an outside cat.
Okay.
And when she had the babies, that's when the rain started, right? And I was like, no, I'm glad she's inside. And, you know, she had them in the house. And we put them in a box. And she was jumping in that box. And then it's like, I guess mother instinct took in. And it's like she's outside. She picked each one up and carried it. And she put it in my older son's room. And he says, I don't know where they went. She's moved them somewhere else. So,
girls, I thought that was a scramble like. I heard you hear that. Wow, that scared me.
Yeah. I love thunderstorms.
Oh, so do I, but it scared me. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That lightning.
We have like 10,000 people around us without electricity after that storm. That actually, I thought it was going towards Susan, you know, just me. I thought it would go down the 44 corridor, but it looks like it changed direction and went towards Diana. And it was scary last night. And I just went to sleep. That was pretty much it. OJ slept under the bed, and that was pretty much it.
We just had hard, we had hard rain. It was the night before, and then all day it was hard rain, and then it let up.
And it's pouring down here now, yeah.
Oh yeah, just like crazy. And I heard the ducks; they're going crazy, and I bought 2 China white geese. And they're going off and they're running back and forth. And so I go over and I lift the window up to look to see what it is. And my husband went downstairs and it was an owl. There is an owl that thinks we are the grocery store.
Owls scare me to death.
They're ginormous. People don't understand how big they are and how dangerous they are. They're beautiful, but I hate it. That thing has ate 4 of my baby ducklings.
Oh, wow.
And it's ate a grown one. Now, what really made me mad is that all it did was pull its head off. And I'm like, okay, so it's feeding its babies.
Well, what I don't get is they'll find a mouse and spit it out, But they find a bird, and I'm like, you're eating your own species.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll eat them. Because fat fucking Frank next door to me, he has an owl in his tree. He does. And I can't stand that bastard.
I know. And he's probably feeding it or whatever. He's doing something to keep it around.
I don't know what he's doing. But and like in the top of our tree, there's a huge nest. Now my husband keeps saying it's a squirrel's nest. Oh no. No.
I got the crows eating the duck eggs. They piss me off. Just like the owl that just ate the head off of one of my big ducks.
Wow.
If they go out there, well, the crows went out there and they peck the eggs and they take just a little bit out and fly off. And so it's like I get all these damaged eggs. And then the buzzards, they do the same thing. And I said, Sassy and Sexy, that's my two geese. I'm like, those are bad birds. When they come around, you run them off. You have to run to them. Okay? Don't wait for these other ducks because they're not going to do nothing. You're bigger than them. Just put that head down and go at them and flap your wings. They're only like whistling now. They're not even fully grown yet, but they're huge. And I'm like, that's why you're back here. And Sassy, he's the one that I used to take him out back with me with the chickens. And I have a couple free rangers. They get out, and I'm like, I'm not putting you back in every time. No. You know where your food is, so, and they stay in my yard. So, and,
do you live on a farm?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
She does.
Well, I went out there and we had a naughty rooster and he came up behind me and he was about to flog me and I turned around and I was like, that will be the last thing you ever do. Because you put them little chicken feet up at me, I'm going to nab you up. And that's going to be the end of you. I've had to go out there and, tell them who I was just to give them a reminder. Well, it was so funny when Sassy was a baby, he come right over there going with his head straight out. And I was like, that's right. That's a bad chicken.
Well, I know you didn't hear the show today, but just get you an update. For whatever reason, Dawn and Candace think that they're going to get custody of their oldest son.
I don't know why they think that. What happened? It didn't. Yeah.
That's crazy. When you can't sign over parental rights and then say you have, today to bring him back to them. It's crazy.
See, this is the thing. They're not going to get those kids back because they need to do a lot of workup. Those kids have been taken for a reason. My sister-in-law was livid when she found out she's not getting those kids back. The next time she sees them is when they're 18. And I'm like, all those workups that you did, you just did them. And you didn't put two and two together for 11 years. Mm-hmm. They were trying to get you to change. You refused. So you guys started running from them and hiding from them. And this, that, and the other. I'm like, And she's like, well, didn't you bring them over here? And we won't tell. I'm like, no. You did something stupid, and now my brother is a sex offender. No.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, good Lord.
Yeah. She called the non-emergency line on him. I'm like, oh, the reason why it became an emergency because you've been under CPS for 11 years. So is Don and Candace going to get those kids? Oh, no. No. They take all of their history into play.
Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have
They're
happened.
already adopted out. And they gotta stop,
Mm-hmm.
Leave those kids alone. Leave them alone. That's the best gift that they could give their boys.
Exactly. But they're too selfish. See, that's the problem. They don't know that real love is letting the children go and be human. No.
They are controlling freaks. They're control freaks. Don't leave them alone.
Well, if they were control freaks, they would control their family. But hey, not my problem. So, what is the next step, Michelle? What's the next step?
The next step, they're not getting those boys back. The next step is going to be if they want to see them. Oh, they have a right to know the school, their grades. If they're adopted out, that's none of their business anymore. But if they're in foster care or guardianship, they have a right to know their grades, and that was it. And they'll just have to wait till they're 18 if they want to come back, if they want to, come back around them.
Okay.
Yeah,
more
it's
important.
a done deal.
More important. What is the next step for you?
Oh, for me?
Yeah. To find someone to donate a kidney.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know really how to do that. That's why I'm waiting for Norfolk to call me. They did call me back. And then she's like, well, you need to get a hold of Lisa. And I'm like, okay. So I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to put this out and, ask people to get tested, and maybe someone could, be a match. It's very important to do it because, like you said, a cadaver won't work as much.
Right.
It's better for a living person to do it. And so we'll see where it goes. And, I will get tested ASAP. I mean, I know my blood type, but I don't know how it's going to work with yours.
Right. I don't know the ins and outs of that. Brooke,
and Diana can't do it because she's diabetic. There's no.
Oh, no. I would never ask. See, that's what I'm saying. If I know you're sick yourself, I wouldn't know who to ask because, they have their private thing.
I don't know if I can do that, take a kidney because I had cancer. I don't know.
Well, no, honey, you have no business. You need whatever you've got. You need that for you.
I don't know if I could even give one. Could donate one even.
Don't even let that cross it. No. You have too much. No, you have too much going on with your body.
Okay, I don't know what the requirements are now.
I wouldn't worry about that. I would not worry about that. I mean, I can ask my neighbor Linda. She can do everything, and I mean, let's see if she can do it. She says all the time she's going to donate parts of her lung and liver, kidneys, and everything. Let's see.
Can you like with a lung or a liver? Liver, I know. Can you like get a piece of a kidney and it can regenerate? And
Linda
and
don't fucking know. Linda don't fucking know. No. Linda, she tried to give a kidney to someone one time. Nobody wants her shit, but if it works, it works.
I don't know who Linda. Oh, your neighbor.
It's not funny.
No.
I'm sure maybe Candace Wells for a nominal fee might donate you.
No.
You don't want that piece of bitch's shit anyway, so, you know, I don't like
that. Right. I wonder if there's like
No, I do know my neighbor Linda got tested one time. She was going to give a kidney to her friend Sylvia. Long story short, she wasn't a match. But, I mean, if she's willing, she's willing.
Yeah. She a match?
And I'm willing because I know my mother died of renal cell carcinoma.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I would have done anything to give her a kidney. My dad, my sister, everyone in the family. Anyone would have done it. But it was too far gone. What you have going on is a different story. So if I can help, I will.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's just leave it right there, okay?
Yeah.
And hopefully if anyone else can get tested, and where do we send the results to?
Okay, there's a kidney and pancreas, I think.
Not pancreas. No one can donate a pancreas.
No. But I'm saying what it's called. It's either liver. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's the transplant center, and it's in Norfolk. It's just Norfolk General. You go downtown Norfolk, and you have the CKD, Children's Hospital. It's a huge hospital, and it's right next to Norfolk General. That's where all the specialists are.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard of that hospital before. It's huge, I take it.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that hospital. Yes, I've heard good things.
I got admitted there because I was pregnant. And it just was not good.
No, my question is, when people get tested, what are the results go to find a match for you?
The results will go to the transplant center at Norfolk General.
Okay.
And then they would contact you. It's usually I don't know, the social workers there.
And you. Because I know my uncle, he went to MD Anderson with leukemia, and they tested all his brothers. They tested everybody, and they couldn't find anyone, which is very strange. But they did find a donor, but they did it through stem cell.
Oh, okay.
Which is very strange, but leukemia is totally different than an organ transplant.
Leukemia is your whole body. Yeah, that's your blood.
Some people think it's one and the same, but you're talking about an entire organ. But I mean, he had.
And what they do, and believe it or not, what they do is they take the left one out and they attach it to your right side, and they keep your right kidney in you because it's still working a little bit. And I'm like, okay, I would think they do everything on the left because of the blood flow, but no, But your kidneys do control your blood pressure.
I did not know that. I did not. All right. Well, I'm going to reach out to everyone to see if everyone can get tested and if they want to donate a kidney. Hell, I mean, we ask for $5 here and there for people. And, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I understand that it's a lot to ask, but.
Yeah. Out of just our group, anybody that gets tested, we will owe them honey.
Well, I think it's important to get tested in the first place. It really is.
Yeah, but I would love to give an incentive. And them bees are just, they're just growing.
Exactly. Well, let's give a shout out. Let's give a shout out to everyone that is going to get tested. Michelle?
Yes, ma'am. What?
Let's just give a shout out and just say, if you can get tested, that would be great. Or whatever you want to say.
Yes. Okay. Hi, all you beautifuls. I love you so much. And I miss y'all all. I just want to hear your voices, really. And if you can go get tested, I promise you, I will give you some honey. I'll give you 1 pound of honey. Just go get tested, please. Because if you can't help me, you can help somebody else. And it's a great thing. It's a great thing that you can give to somebody who has been waiting. And their family members will be so thankful for you. And I love you.
And
I love you all.
And we're out. Love you, girlfriend.
I love you, Brooks. You have been the best family member I know of. We've up and down and around and all kinds of stuff.